Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Here we've got on hex.com, and we're going to get straight into today's data. It's just come out just a couple of minutes ago, and what is it? Day 692. Let's get straight to it, and let's go. All right, so here we are on hexdailystats.com. All the links in the video descriptions to what I'm going through. It's a great idea to get to know these really well, so that you're supporting your own investment knowledge. So here we are, day 692. We're on the 24th of October. This has just come out. We snapshotted at 31.3 cents. So remember, this is a 24-hour snapshot from the day before, so it gives us a nice day-to-day comparison. And just down subtly there from 4.8% on the day before. So we're still in the range. So if you've seen the price video I did, I think it was yesterday or day before, I think it was yesterday possibly, checked it out because we're still in that range. We did pop above it, but we didn't stay over it and attack that 30-cent mark. So that's where we are at the moment. Obviously, this is a snapshot. We're going to look at the real price, real-time price in a minute. Let's see how we go. So we're 5,553x above on the ROI multiplier from all-time low. And remember, that's the 5th of January 2020. And let's go look at the T shares. Now, this is obviously the big thing in Hex. The more T shares you're after, that means trillions of shares, then the better you will be. So the payout, of course, is what we're interested in. 5.746. This is average, just like yesterday. The T share price is 5,985. Obviously, cheaper to get a T share. So if you wanted to pick up those stakes, folks, this is the time when it's cheaper. And of course, whenever it gets into 5,000, it seems to be a pretty good price. We've had a lot of those in the last 10 days. So very cool on that. You pull that up a little bit, and the T-share rate 19,091, up 5.7. It's heading towards 20,000. Imagine at 20,000 hex per T-share. That's going to be crazy cool. And of course, eventually that will get up to like 50,000, something like that. I mean, it's just going to go up and to the right. So pretty cool. And that there is really the magic source inside this, the staking side, because that's only up and to the right. So it's only getting more expensive, folks, as well. So average stake length 5.76 years, so that's doing pretty good. Down slightly from earlier a couple of days ago, so that's that's still holding up very well with the long-term stakers. What we want people staking longer, and we want more stakers. So that's just the way it goes. APY, annual percentage yield rate, what's the interest and early in-stake penalties. Obviously, these penalties here when people break their stakes, and you get that, and of course the interest is 3.69% per annum up to, which is divided by the number of stakers. So that's how we get this number. If it's only about 10% staked, we get about 36%. Right. All right. So 36.82, and we know that the Origin wallet doesn't really stake much, 13 to 18% of the staked amount. Liquid pool, 101.4 million hex in the pool. Went back over the 100 million mark. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? But we'll wait till it gets back under 100 million. You know how I like that. That's pretty cool. Liquidity, of course, 31.7 million US dollars, and that reflects the price movement. 977 ETH, just down slightly from yesterday. Let's have a look at the total value locked, 19.71 billion. The market cap is at 179.5. That's down about, what's it, about 9 billion from yesterday. The total T-share market cap, and this is very interesting, 66.04, obviously reflecting the price, and the T-shares is at 11,033,000. Up more, so that's cool. That's more stakers, folks. 9,951 more T-shares, so very cool. Now you can actually compare your own T-shares compared to the total amount of 11 million, and you'll know what your percentage is there. So if you've got Staker app, of course, I should probably leave the link in the video description as well. I might add Staker app to that as well. Then you can actually have it on your phone. You can see all your stakes for your address. So you add your address in there. So your stakes, pretty cool, and it gives a great update about penalties and all sorts of stuff if you're looking at early unstaking. Total supply, 635.5 billion hex in the total supply. 10.8 million minted, about half of yesterday. Now, minted means that it's coming out of the inflation, that 3.69% paid to stakers. Circulating supply, of course, 572.6 billion. And of course, we know that that's dominated by the Origin wallet. And I say that again and again, just so that people get used to the fact that the majority of the circulating supply is actually owned by a wallet that's helps support the project. So the liquidity is largely, basically inactive liquidity, we'll say. Change in circulating supply, 4.3 million hex, and that's pretty modest, isn't it? Staked supply, 62.9 billion. And of course, change in stake is up 6.4, so another good day there. Not as good as yesterday though, 127.8 million staked yesterday. Woo, and we did see that on the whale bot, remember? We saw how big some of those stakes were out very long, getting thousands of T-shares, so that's pretty cool. We're going to jump past the GA numbers and head towards our headline number, and that is the stake percentage of coins, 9.9. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's really good. Look at that. We had that 10 days ago, 9.91, but 9.9, and then once again 3.69% when you've only got 10% staked. That's pretty cool, right? So that gives you that 36% mark. Obviously, the more people that are staked, the lower the payout percentage, and of course we saw that back here. Where's that over here? So let me not too far. There it is there. So that's the payout there. Obviously it includes penalties as well, but then obviously the lower the amount of staked. So this was 5%. Of course it would be way higher, even way higher, higher than 36. You know, we'll look at another chart on that in another video. The payout, of course, is 63.4 million in pay down Hex. Nice to stakers, stake it and make it. Plus penalties, 270,000. Pretty modest penalties there. People keeping their obligations and keeping their stakes in place. Total holders, this is what I love. You know that. 374,566, up another 480. We are doing beautiful, folks. This 500 a day is a very nice number. And I've got 69,131, and change in current stake is 155. Total stakers 85,172, 194. And of course, the staker numbers, we want this to keep increasing and increasing even higher. I'd like to get back into these 200 numbers would be really cool. Expect that when we get the pulse chain fork. So remember, it's a fork, not a snapshot. Just remember that as well. Current holders 263,000. Change in current holders 167. So tracking along there. So that's today's numbers, folks. That's the day number 692. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and a nice solid price position at the moment, and it's pretty much in that price range on the video that I had. I thought that my video prediction would get out of place, but I do think that the next 3 weeks will be kind of a quiet period. We could possibly move sideways or just slightly down as well. That might allow you to DCA, pick up some more Hex at cheaper prices, and of course more stakes, more cheaper T-shares. So that's a good way too, and obviously get the upside later on. All right, let's go check the market price. We're on 2.79 trillion on nomics.com, and the market's down just slightly, 1.18. Bitcoin sitting nicely at 61,000. Like I say, taking a breather after that big run up to 67,000, and hopefully make another move up to that 80,000 mark. And boy, oh boy, you got to let the RSI come back a bit. So we'll check that out. Ethereum at 4,091, and of course Hex sitting in real time prices, not the snapshot price, 31.287. So, but it's pretty similar, right, to the other one. So down there about 5.83%. Market cap 174 billion and 14.26 million in volume there. So that's volumes down a bit there. All right, very cool. And let's jump over to apphex.win charts, and we've got the liquidity in the pool. 42 plus 45, that's 47.1%, and that's a little bit stronger than yesterday with the USD. So it's 87.1% in USDC. That's why that's kind of like a quasi stable coin. Obviously, it's not backed one-to-one, making it a full stable coin. But once again, the underlying demand for Hex is what matters. T-share price in real time, $35,991, up 9984x. And of course, you can see the T-share price here in yellow, and then of course that's determined by the Hex price, which is in white here. And also if we go down further to the share price, so the share price and the Hex price determine the share price, share rate, sorry, and that's what we're getting up there, heading towards 20,000. So that's the T-share rate there, so it's going up there. Also, adoption of stakes looking beautiful. Look at that, up and to the right as well, pretty much. And of course, the payout is pretty average the last couple of days. No big penalty days, and those are sweet if you're a staker. Boy, it's great getting like 10x in a day per T-share. That's like golden, isn't it? All right, let's move on here to the overview. We're going to my favorite place, hex.vision. We're going to scroll right down. You can see the stakes. So tape it off a little bit here. We're getting quite high stakes back here, but just tape it off a little bit, but still pretty good. We'll scroll down to the bottom there and look at my favorite chart, and we're waiting for these to roll over. Hopefully someone will get stake out longer, trying to chase the T-shares. Ultimately, that's what Hex is all about. and of course with that sweet APY. The other one, of course, is that we'll get people rolling over monthly, so these candles will slightly just roll forward, but they should decline over time because the share rate is going, the share price is going up and to the right, so they should slowly taper off. The influence of these people, they get diluted in a sense, but they still have an impact on up at the front end. Obviously, got Pulse Stream coming in December. That's why I'm looking pretty excited for the 2022. Plus, we're getting all those growths, all those new wallets, and all those new stakers. So that should slowly taper off over time. Of course, the timing of that is always difficult to take into account, but definitely everything is looking good in the right direction. All right, so very cool. That's that. I want to show you this final thing. Trying to make this a little bit shorter than yesterday, but I'll be doing a second video today highlighting the pullbacks around the price chart. I think that's going to be very insightful. So do check that video. It's coming out later, probably a couple of hours from now, and that's going to be a very important one for you to see because we're going to talk about the pullbacks. Here is something that Richard posted. This is Heximus Prime spotted in New York City. It's Heximus Prime. And of course, it is. This is a famous big giant screen in Times Square in New York, and it's very powerful. At the moment, I saw them playing big games. Battlefield 2042, I think it was. They had big video on there. It looks amazing, and people watch it. All these people down here watch it in Times Square. It's very popular. Obviously, this corner is quite a cool video. And the way they've done this is with a 3D version. So this does appear to be real because if you've watched Times Square video live, you'll see that there's lots of videos on here. And of course, all they've done is just done a 3D background here to make it look like it's actually real, but really it's just a video screen that's curved. So very cool. Let's quickly check that out. You won't hear the sound, but I will post a link if you want to hear the sound as well. It's got the people, shouting and screaming and stuff like that. All right, watch the people come up too, that they actually come and look at the Heximus Prime. This is brilliant. Whoever did this is just genius. There's a website link as well to Australian website. So very cool around about Hex. All right, let's get into it. Let's go. So as you see, that was pretty amazing. And let's watch the next bit. I'm going to watch this one more time, and I'm going to highlight some stuff this time. All right, the thing I like there is that he pulls a Hex token from his chest, and it's got the Hex token there. Very cool. And then, of course, we've got some fun explosion stuff, which really attracts people's eye. And then, of course, hex.com, feelingsexy.com.au, pump soon. So brilliant stuff there. I hope you guys enjoyed that as the end of this daily update. Look forward to my next video on price and market pullbacks chart. And yeah, I'll catch you then. And have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.